Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky and Bowling Green. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. His offense will have the football first. And we didn't hear much from this impactful receiver last week. Very quiet. And Jesse, you know he's itching to make a play.
Yeah, I think it was a variety of reasons, too, why he wasn't that big of a part of the offense last week. Got to give the defense credit. Did a great job in coverage. There were some drops, and the quarterback missed him a little bit. I know the quarterback's going to try to get him involved earlier in this football game, so expect play calls going his way, I think, early in this one.
Yeah, he's too good not to be a part of the game plan. Last week was a blip. Like that's not going to happen again. I think this offense knows that. Talking to him this week, they'll find creative ways. They're going to try to do it early. Like, he is their guy. He's their guy they're going to focus on for that big play, that big playmaker out wide that can really turn small plays into big ones.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Yeah, and it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll try the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Use the play fake, down to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Using his legs, it's Warren. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They boot it away. Makes the grab at the 10. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Western Kentucky's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him. And if he's going to...
Reels it in down the left side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
Okay, ready?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. And the Hilltoppers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Flowers. Touchdown, Topper! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game. Games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using the quick game. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Lee. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up. Down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. Jumped on top of the pile. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll sneak it. Got the 1st down, looking for more.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, WKU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by just 1 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Worley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Quarterback extends the play. With the catch, it's Lee. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Hilltoppers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He'll pull it on the read. Makes his man miss. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. New Mexico State will be... punt. They'll look to pin him deep.
To kick it away.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Got a man. It's Abraham. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Cruz. He'll... of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Flowers. Bounces over the top. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cruz. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to... Chains. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Warren. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't... run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little gap. Speed and athletic ability.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Give to the single back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Steps away. Got out of trouble and throws. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Warren. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Let's go. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped this situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8 ball.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Cruz. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cruz. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Hauls it in. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught over the middle. It's Cruz. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Here we go on fourth and goal, ground to cover. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to get it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Aggies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Looking for room, it's Warren. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Worley. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Worley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Quarterback empties his backfield. Fires to the big fountain. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give on the option. Fights off the defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now on second down. Going with the ground game left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And it's incomplete on third down. This offense has failed on its previous 2 fourth down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Abraham. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cruz. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Rides the back on the option, the give. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Alexander. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed.
Looking to get it in the end zone, and down he goes. They were trying to tie the game, but they are denied. Still down by 2. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this...
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Lamb. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And some room to work. There he goes. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. To the air on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. On the ground, it's Alexander. They just a leap or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Rides to the back. Thrust that arm out. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He'll do it himself. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Alexander. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He makes the grab. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was
turning it on. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Pulls it in. It's Abraham. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to scramble. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Topper. Quick strike through the air for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Worley. He's loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They'll line up to go for 2.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified. He's going to let it go. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Oftentimes, as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
That's caught. It's Abraham. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eat.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
But no question, they've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last one.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This guy's just playing like an All-American his last couple of games out now. Last game he had 2 sacks. He just registered his 2nd sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making. Gonna take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Western Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 30 over Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds a tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job for us.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships, and how do you see it?
There he goes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Touchdown, WKU! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if he had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next year.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
So now it's 2nd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hilltopper. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.